Hi, it's Deborah Rodriguez from Babywearing in Canada, and I'm here in Germany. We just finished up the Tragetage here in Dresden, and I have been involved in the informed choice movement in Ottawa for some time as one of their supporters. And it's so interesting to come here to another country and to hear people talking about the very same issues that we are fighting for at home and the very same concerns. And when you come to a baby wearing conference, you are looking at, not just the technique, but also the benefits that baby wearing can bring. And one of those is, of course, bonding and oxytocin release and all of these sorts of things. And, what if the mother doesn't have informed choice? What if the mother is put into a situation where she's kind of blocked and maneuvered? And, so we're going to meet an organization here in Germany and say hello. It's called Motherhood EV. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Maria. I'm from Germany, and I'm one of the around 500 members in the German-wide initiative of parents called Motherhood, who try to promote the protection of women and their children during pregnancy, birth, and in the first year of the children.
And so you were here this weekend to particularly bring attention to an issue, and you are trying to fill a petition.
Yes. So basically in our association we try to bring the focus to the birth. So we say if we don't have a good birth, the mothers are very often traumatized. They cannot bond under certain circumstances. They cannot bond to their children because they just connect the children with maybe the violence they faced during the childbirth. And that's an issue, of course, that we need to face in our society today, especially if we talk so much about bonding and attachment.
Yeah.
And this can destroy a lot of things, or can make a lot of things very difficult for children and for mothers.
It definitely can. And so your goal with this petition is to have the doctors or the medical system do what?
So basically we have a very good systems of midwives in Germany. In Germany we have this rule that every childbirth has to be assisted by a midwife, and even if there is a doctor, he has to ask a midwife for help. Mm-hmm. But at the moment we have the problem that the midwives are paid very badly. So
just like in Canada, but okay.
Yeah, and also the doctors and the clinics are paid very badly for vaginal birth, so it's much more likely for them to maybe make a C-section, or even to start with a lot of interventions, because every intervention brings money to the hospital, for the hospital. And so there is this problem that also the midwives, a lot of midwives stop doing their job because they cannot finance it anymore. The insurance, so they can provide childbirth or help with childbirth, are so high that they sometimes cannot finance it anymore, and they stop doing their jobs because the pressure is very high. They have to sometimes they have to support up to 5 women parallel during childbirth, which is a huge.
It's a burden.
Yeah, it's a burden for the midwives, because they cannot be there for 5 women in the same time, and to really help them with their childbirth. And we know that the psychological aspect is a huge aspect during childbirth. The support of a midwife is so important during childbirth for the mothers and also for the children, that you cannot negotiate it, and you need those midwives and not just doctors who look on the physiology and on the problems during childbirth, but you need a person who trusts into the mothers.
Yeah, sorry, this is so close to the language that we've been using at home. I'd like to thank you so much for the time you've taken to talk to me and to explain some of the things that you're fighting for. I'm just going to pull back so they can see the poster a little bit better. And do you have a card with the website? Because I'll put it on the video too, and then I'll link it when I do it. And so this is